Good morning.
Good morning.
I am delighted to be here once again. I remember long back, 1995 or so, when I started speaking marathon sessions on information technology. Probably I would have come more than 60-70 times on this stage. But every time I come, I'm excited. Incidentally, 7th January 2017, 9 months back, we did a similar program, Technology Summit, first ever Technology Summit, and that was in a hotel. We expected 100 plus people, and we had 300 plus. So based on, we made progress. We thought this time we expect 400 people, they booked in a hotel for 250 people. And then we found that we go back. But I think life is always this sort of ups and downs, and chartered accountants are always good in spelling opportunities. So they find a lot of opportunities elsewhere. I'm sure they'll come back. But one good thing about this program is that this is going to be like a T20 match. It's going to be very fast, hectic, and we have got the best of the blend of speakers on different topics. And I'm sure those of you who are here will definitely get value from this particular summit. I had the opportunity of interacting with each of the speakers to give an overview of what is that we want to expect from this particular program. If you look at the key word here, we're talking about digital transformation. Now the file is being lit right under our, I don't want to say that the word, so we have to keep moving. And that's the way the regulators are making us run. So it's important we know how to use information technology. Now, I said information is the currency of the 21st century. And recently Mukesh was also talking about data is the new oil. What is meant by the new oil? So you just look back into the Gulf of Middle East. When oil was invented, oil is not the benefit. What you could make out of oil is what the benefit. Now, for oil to be really useful, analytics is the engine. And as chartered accountants, we are the ones who are running this particular engine. So we should know what are the different types of engines which can run and use the oil of data. There's tremendous and abundance of data available now. But what you can do with the data is what can be done by chartered accountants with their domain expertise. Now we know that technology is becoming very all-pervasive. Every firm is being driven to use technology. Long back when the car was invented, it was initially thought that cars will never replace horse cartridges. Till technology had gone so far that the horses could never overtake the cars. Similarly, if people believe that still manually we can continue, I think the time has come, we will now be able to go back manual. And if you look back, any place, any company which has gone for computerization, you find that they cannot go back. So the only way they can go back is close the enterprise and go. And the same thing is also going to happen to chartered accountants. As chartered accountants, we are supposed to be the one who are actually fueling this economic growth of the country. So it means we should know what's happening inside the economy. This information which we are playing around with earlier, which is available in the form of files, records, registers, etc., now is available digitally. Now we should know how to access and analyze this information. This technology summit is focused on how you can actually analyze this information which is available in digital format. So what is the need for this technology summit? One important thing, which is a myth, is that if you implement technology, technology will create miracles. No, you should know very clearly that technology cannot create miracles. Technology is an enabler. But what can enable or add value is how you are able to deploy technology. And that's where the competencies and skill sets of chartered accountants will play a very important role. To make transformation happen through automation, chartered accountants with their domain knowledge and expertise have to be at the forefront to help enterprises to actually fuel their growth. And now, if you look at information technology, there was a time when information technology implementation was supposed to be a domain of the technologies. Now, most of the decisions pertaining to information technology are business decisions. So you need to know how to deploy technology. So what are the key learning objectives of the summit, which I would like to place before you? We want you to get an idea about what is the evolving technology and what is going to the impact, because we need to be at the forefront of technology. We should also be able to get new insights and perspective of what is the power of technology and what technology can do. And apply this digital power not only in our office but also for our clients. These are three key ideas we want you to carry with you. Now the speakers are all practitioners who have got expertise in their own area. They've actually used implemented information technology, harness the power of information technology, and you should be able to leverage the knowledge and propel ahead. And that's what we would like you to do. What is the perspective of this particular summit? We do not want to just give you a helicopter view and then take you around and say this is what technology can do. We want you to get into practical issues. It's not just about the structure but about the architecture of how the information technology architecture. And we also want to give you a binocular view so that you can get both the macro and the micro perspective. It's not just about giving you information. We have got abundance of information, but it focuses more on insights. And we would like to take from concepts to actual practice how you can implement information technology. And if you look at all the topics, you'll see the one underlying word which is there. It's focused on is on how. So what should be your ideal strategy for attending this particular summit? And this is what I would like you to keep in mind. We want you to move from concepts to practice. We want you to look at how you can practically use these ideas in your practice. We want you to look at, okay, what are the solutions? Now you come across the speakers who are talking about how they've used technology. Now we want you to identify what are the solutions which you can implement, what ideas you can implement in your office, and ultimately what is important is you should be able to take some insights which you should be able to put into action. So it's not just about knowledge, it's about implementation and decisions. The digital transformation of enterprise is going to happen, and for that to happen, really in a big way, chartered accountants have to lead the way. And this way, I think we'll have this summit which could go a long way in presenting or helping enterprises. Enterprises now, they say, have to innovate or they'll become irrelevant. And for professionals, the mantra is you have to learn, unlearn and relearn. Now, as CES, we know that this is what we're doing. But we also need to expand our expertise beyond compliance and assurance to get into the digital or the technology era. And this is what they said. You don't stop learning because you grow old. You grow old because you stop learning. Okay, this is the broad agenda of the day. Now we'll look at how best we can catch up on the time. But we'd like to see that you take the maximum value from this particular session. Last time when you had this session, each of the session was for 45 minutes. It was felt that 45 minutes too short. So now we made it 1 hour. We'll see how best we can also have time for interaction so that you can ask your questions. This is broadly what we'd like to cover in this particular session. How to use automation to transform services provided by CES, which will be given by our Sachin Kumar. Then how to empower audit through data analytics, which I'll be presenting. Then look at how to use artificial intelligence and analytics in audit, and how to provide assurance services in the cloud environment, which will be presented by Anand Jagir. Then we look at how to protect confidential information at CES office using cybersecurity practices. This will be panel discussion. We don't have Simon. And then the last session, the most interesting part is the icing on the cake. How to use automation and note the keyword for proactive compliance with GST. And this will be a panel discussion by 3 experts. In fact, I had interaction with the panelists, and I think the presentation is going to be really superb. Now, if you look at the overall theme of these presentations, you find we're actually taking you right from your office to the summit. We are talking about artificial intelligence, machine learning, etc. Then we again bring you back to GST, your office. Okay, to that peak of journey from climbing to the summit and coming down, we believe that you're going to become a changed person. When you go back to the office, you should be able to take some insights which you should be able to apply in your offices. These are the topics for discussion for the GSTN. So the panel discussion has been done in such a way, we have expanded the session from 60 minutes to 75 minutes. So we'll have presentation for 15 minutes by each of the speakers, and we'll have about 30 minutes for interaction. And the focus of this particular presentation is on not GST interpretation, but is on implementation of GST using automation or technology. There is a time when you could say that technology is a trend or a fad. Now you know that technology is neither a trend nor a fad. Most of you, if you see, you would have become addicted to technology. If I take away mobile for a few days, you find that you're completely lost. Okay, so technology has become very, very integral. Now long back you would have heard of telex, telegram, fax and so many other things. Okay, now you find all the devices are getting converged. Now if you look at your mobile is not one device. Mobile is not just a calculator, not your phone. Mobile is an audio player, a digital player, a computer, it has a camera and so many other things. Okay, this is where the digital technology is going in. So as CAs, technology can empower CAs to exploit our latent expertise, knowledge and skill sets, and we can create new avenues. And what is important is we want to give you some insights on how you can exploit this particular future. So thank you for investing your time. I'm sure your time which you're investing here will definitely be worthwhile. So what is the key message of this particular summit? We want you to remember that age-old methodologies cannot be applied to new age technologies. You need to change your methodologies in tune with the times. There are new digital platforms and new business models which are coming in, and you need to look at information, the business models, the business process from a new perspective. And how do we do it? So we need to know that the heart of any enterprise is information. And as chartered accountants, we know how to analyze and access this information. So we need to know how to access this digital information so that we can provide value to enterprises. And when do we upgrade the skills? It's important that we need to start now. So as I said, we would like to give you from the summit, we would like to take you to the top and then bring you down back to your offices. Now it depends on you what destination you chart for yourself, depending on the insights and ideas you get. What will we learn from this summit? This is what we need to look at. Following the light of the sun, we left the old world. Now remember, the world is spinning. Now the question is, the way it's spinning under your feet is the pace is increased, especially due to information technology, not literally. So I wish you all a great learning experience, and my only suggestion is let us transition from ideas to action. I just do not want you to make notes and make ideas. I also want you to look at it from a practical perspective of how I can use these insights and put them into action. So any doubts you have for any of the topics, you can always come back and ask. I would like to conclude by one quote from Edison, who said, when he invented electricity, he said, when somebody asked him what is the regret, he said, I wish people use electricity for more than light. And you see, most of his later career was spent on inventing devices which can make use of light. So my request is, for chartered accountants, think of using computers beyond computing. You can do much more. Think of your CA career beyond compliance and assurance. You can do much more with information technology. Thank you very much, and wish you a great learning experience.